really special about Dream Productions, especially coming out during the holidays, is it's so unique and so different and something Pixar hasn't really done yet. And it's a mockumentary style show, so that's very different and new to Pixar, but it still has that same heart and humor that is distinctly Pixar. And I think when fans watch the show, they will laugh and cry so hard, just like our Inside Out movies. And I think our fans are really going to love it. I loved it so much.
You know what I love is that the second Inside Out came out and was such a sensation, and then it kind of is the perfect ramp up to us, you know, because we're a show, a limited series, but 4 episodes. And so I feel like people, when they see something as good as those feature films, they're hungry for more of it. You know, I know when I was little and I watched something that I loved, I just wanted more of it. So it's exciting that it's an offshoot of it, and I'm very honored to work for Pixar. My God, like, still pinching myself for that.
It's really cool, actually, how it's being done, and I love just that it just shows you all the thought that goes into this world and taking every little thing apart. And of course, there is a studio behind the dreams. It's brilliant, and it's so cool to think about the little things in such a large and dramatic way, and the idea of a nightmare, or you know, the Canadian boyfriend is one of my personal favorites, and it's just so smart, and it makes you feel like you're in on the joke of it.
You get to see a lot of more of the crew workers in Riley's mind and the team behind Dream Productions that are making these really cool dreams happen. So I look forward to seeing that.
It was so fun to be able to do the talking head thing of, what's really happening inside of these characters' minds. And, it's like The Office. It really lends itself to this style of comedy. And I think, it's Inside Out. It's one of the most iconic movies of all time. So I feel like it's funny, it's emotional, and you really get inside the nitty-gritty of the behind the scenes of this movie studio.
I feel like Riley is a really good kind of stand-in for everybody. I think she goes through so many things that are incredibly universal, and we just see her in these ups and downs, and we really put ourselves in there and resonate with the kind of messages and the life experiences that she's gaining.
The idea there was, if we're going to do something serial, if we're going to do something streaming, Dream Productions is perfect because each episode can have its dream that it's leading up to and its big cinematic moment, but then come back to a perfect workplace comedy that we all know and love, but still kind of put our new spin on it.
This one we like to call an in-between-quel. It takes place between Inside Out, the first film, and Inside Out 2. Riley's 12 years old, and we really get to dive deep into Dream Productions. And there we meet Paula, who is Riley's sort of classic director. She's been the star director since Riley was little, but now she's a little outdated. She's not quite resonating with Riley anymore, and we introduce Zenny, who's sort of an up-and-coming avant-garde director, and we get to see how much they clash on a ride.
We have Paula Pell. She voices our star, Paula Persimmon, and Richard Iowade, who voices Zenny, and they are just the perfect pair of an odd couple. And then Maya Rudolph is there as the studio head.